Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a short intraday update. What I'd like to do as well though is take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance as well as USDT dominance, because these are two interesting metrics that we're tracking in parallel. Bitcoin dominance, as you would expect it, still pushing higher. I'm still not confirming a top here. What we can do, the only thing we can do at the moment is to move up micro support. And we have still quite a bit of space until we get to the 64% level. Why is this level important? This level is important because this is the next major Fibonacci retracement level after the price spent a bit of time, several weeks, actually a couple of months, below the 61.8 retracement at around 58%. That 64% level is next. And it seems like the market wants to attack that. Again, I have to say, with this kind of Bitcoin dominance overview, this is not a tradable asset, and therefore Elliott Wave patterns are not that reliable. It's very experimental, but still it seems to be following it right now. And the idea that we're in a third wave kind of makes sense with this aggressive move to the upside. It would be wave 3 or 5 of C of a corrective rally. So yeah, I'm watching for reaction in this region. But even then, it looks like we might get another 4-5 pattern. But it can change quickly. I mean, it's already quite extended to the upside, this move up that started in September. But that means, what does that mean? It means that the altcoins are still not outperforming. We still need to be careful with altcoin positions. Bitcoin is still leading the way. And well, maybe that shifts after the election, right? We will have to see, But for now, the trend is up, and I'm always a fan of looking at what the market is doing right now, and the trend is still up. We have a support area to watch, and we have to allow the Bitcoin dominance value to hit support without breaking the pattern, right? And that support area is now between 57% to 58.9%. Then let's take a look at USDT dominance, which started to go down a little bit since August, but now it's going up a little bit as Bitcoin is going down again. But we're just sort of hanging in there. We're just hovering below the trend line. The market broke below the trend line, so we had this uptrend between March and August. That kind of makes sense because crypto prices went down, so it makes sense that stablecoin dominance is going up as investors and traders were shifting positions back into stablecoins. Now we might have a trend change, but the decline doesn't really look impulsive. So I'm still not, I don't want to confirm really, that this is now moving down in wave C. But I think if we get a break below that last swing low, which is positioned at around 5%, that would be further confirmation that we're moving down in wave C. I don't know, that B wave was definitely strong enough. It's just that the move down isn't clearly, it's not, let's say, clearly bearish yet. For USDT dominance, right? But it certainly, this move down with a break of the trend line, it certainly indicates that things could be changing, because this move down is too large to be really part of this direct move to the upside that happened between March and August. But as on the Bitcoin chart, that next larger pullback is going to be the test. Because after a possible 5-wave move up that we've seen on the Bitcoin chart, the current pullback that we see is going to be the test, right? Well, I expect support to hold, but obviously it's a test, right? It's not about necessarily predicting the future. It's about mentioning, okay, what are the key levels, and then watching the market as it gets there, and then understanding what is reward and risk. And then if there is a reaction, all good, we follow the plan. So, but again, for now, we just want to focus here on the short term. I covered the daily chart for Bitcoin in the last video if you're interested. Bitcoin has been printing lower lows, lower highs. New low today. We're getting closer to that blue target zone. Microstructure, a little bit difficult to navigate here. I mean, the problem is the initial move down, possibly was the A wave. Then we had a B wave. And we could now be moving down in wave C, which ideally should reach the 100% extension at 67K pretty much. 67K is the couple of levels that are overlapping, 66.9 and 67.1K. So we'll see if we get there. The microstructure obviously is very fragile, but the C wave has nearly reached 100% extension. If this microstructure is correct, then ideally it would still extend a bit more in that internal third wave, maybe even to 66K. I highlighted to you before that this microstructure is valid as long as we hold below yesterday's swing high. Until we break back above it, there is no sign that the next move has started, which I would consider a B wave. And then the resistance area is unchanged. Do I need to adjust it? Maybe slightly to account for that last low. That's the resistance area I communicated earlier today. It's between 70,469 and 73,589. This is the resistance area. And so we have an A wave down, a B wave up, and then the C wave down would follow next. And there's no, other than a small green candle, there's currently no confirmation that this wave C of circle A is complete. But next support, as I said, is around 67K. We've nearly reached it. Then 66,500 and around 66K is another cluster of support levels. And then the 65K area, 64,278. But it doesn't necessarily need to go down that much. It's just that the internal third wave here, if this is really a 1-2 setup, then the internal third wave should get to around about 66K ideally. But as I said, that assumption is only valid as long as we stay below that yesterday's high. Now again, this is only an update about the microstructure. It tells us, obviously this microstructure, microanalysis tells us first if things are changing. It will give us an indication when this B wave is starting. I cannot confirm the start of the B wave yet, so the A wave might still go a little bit lower. But that's sort of how I'm tracking the market right now. Certainly no sign that a low is in place. We have to at least watch for maybe lower price in the very short term. It could be that the market is just testing the trend line from below. See, we had a couple of tests from above, break down, and we might just go for a retest from below. Now that retest will be key, because if that retest is successful from below, it should send us down into the lower blue box first. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Today we have our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC, so pretty much in half an hour from when I record this video. If you want to join, you can feel free to check out the membership. The link is in the description. Today we talk about the US election impact next week. So I think next week will be an interesting week. So these live streams are reserved for topics that are normally not covered here on YouTube, like the US election. So if you want to join the conversation, check it out. If you're late, that's fine as well. There will be a recording and you can join the next live stream next Sunday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.